just doing this task itself is going to save a lot of money for us, and whatever you focus on expands. Hello guys, so in this video we are going to discover 5 tips for your budget planning. Remember, never underestimate the power of budget planning. Why? Because it can lead you to a big financial stability. And if you think that only the people with less amount of money do need to, or probably a middle class people need to do budget planning, you're wrong. Go and check out for Mark Cuban. He's a billionaire. He does the budget planning. Many of the people, the big money guys, do the budget planning. That is the sort of a discipline that we need to learn, and it can really bring us financial independence in our life. So 5 tips that I'm going to share in this video. Number 1 is we need to set the financial goals. Like, each of the thing that we are trying to do in our life should have a certain set of motives. That is what will keep us going. That is what will keep us pushing. There needs to be some sort of motivations. What could be your financial goal? Probably to pay the down payment for your house. You need to save money. Probably to buy a new house. Probably to buy a new car. Probably to build up your emergency fund. Any of the thing that could be your financial goal. That is the reason probably you need the budget planning, so that you have effective money management. So number 1 is financial goal setting. So then comes to number 2. Number 2 is we need to track down our income as well as expenses. Now it may sound very simple, and it is very simple to do, but it really has a great amount of effect on us. Like, I personally have had this particular experience in my life, and it has a tremendous, just doing this task itself is going to save a lot of money for us, and whatever you focus on expands. So you just make an Excel sheet, write down what all are the source of your income. Let's say only the salary is my source of income. You write source of income, this is, and then what all are the expenses. Now within the expenses, you need to note down what are the mandatory expenses, like obviously mortgage you have to pay, car insurance you have to pay, the utilities, the groceries you have to pay. So these are the necessary. Then you can write down the second category, which is the luxury or probably optional kind of expenses. So optional kind of expenses, maybe the Netflix subscription, maybe some sort of other entertainment things, some sort of outings that we make, some sort of extra money that we spend. You just note it down, all of them. That is the second step, or the second tip. Just noting it down itself will remove the burden from you, and you will have your life clear in front of you. Right? Number 2. Now coming to the tip number 3, which is going to utilize this factor, and here it will come for you to actually make a difference in your life. Tip number 3 is cut down the unnecessary expenses. Now how do you do that? You have you don't have to figure out, focus what all I can cut down. You have a sheet in front of you. There you can see, okay, these are the mandatory expenses. I cannot do anything on that, except if you can do something on that. Maybe the mortgage that you're paying, you can pay the down payment more, so that you have to pay less amount of money, or whatever. Like, anything that you can do. For you, to each his own. The expenses, some of the, let's say, monthly entertainment sort of a thing, if I can cut it down, if I can adjust it somewhere else. Some of the extra expenses, unnecessary expenses that I happen to make, I can cut that down. Just the thought itself is going to keep us in check, right? And what happens, we are learning the discipline more than anything. Once you have thought about these things, maybe you don't even cut down, but thinking about all these things will bring you a discipline in your life, so that next time you're expending, like next time you're spending on the useless sort of items, normally it just grows month after month after month, year after year. If you calculate, it'll be a humongous amount. Here you have a calculated way of living. And do not think that you'll have to restrict yourself. In fact, this is for your financial abundance. Once you have everything cleared it out, then you have a spare money. You'll have a lot of savings left, which you can utilize for the bigger sort of savings, like bigger set of entertainments, going out on a holiday, still saving the money. This kind of impact it has in our life. So number 4 is the kind of budgeting model that we can adopt. Budgeting model is simply like dividing your money, so that you know what all to expend on what. Number 1 is the 50 30 and 20 rule. That means 50% of the money you take out, for somebody who's having enough income, you save out for your living expenses, all the utilities, all sort of expenses. Then 20% you save for your saving, some sort of investment you want to do or anything. 30% you save for your own personal sort of spending, some sort of entertainment or whatever sort of personal spending. Then there is a 60-20-20 rule, which means 60% of the money you save for everything, I mean all the expenses, 20% for your personal saving, and then 20% for your own uh, like expenses, for your own personal expenses. Then there comes like zero budgeting. That means you spend like whatever sum of money that you can on the expenses that is needed, and then rest all the money you just put it in the saving. Now what it does, this is for like fast saving method, like when you, let's say you want to pay a debt, let's say you want to pay down payment for a house, you want to save for a down payment. So this fast saving method that you can apply. There are other models as well, but just giving a mere thought on the budgeting, it helps a lot. I mean, Mark Cuban, as I told you. In fact, Mark Cuban, to the extent he goes that for the whole year he buys his own like razors and all the perfumes and everything. Why? Because he gets a deal to buy in a bulk. Just imagine billionaire doing that. That is the power of it. It's more about learning the discipline. Once you have implemented in your life, month after month, your life will keep on getting better. Unconsciously, you'll be doing the things that is going to save you a ton of money, keep you happier, and give you financial independence as well. Then last but not the least, everything that you have made, yes, it's all good, but you also need to ensure the fifth point, which is make sure that you follow on these points. Like if you do not follow on these points, uh, it will some way or the other become useless. So maybe the first month you were not able to follow, then try to see which areas you were not able to do well, and then try to redo it. And every time you redo it, it is easier than the previous time until it becomes part of your life. It is installed in your life, and you will be able to, I mean, literally see so much of the money left for you just because you respected it, you focused on it, and eventually you'll also have ways to increase your source of income, so that you, within the Excel sheet, you have a way out to increase your income again. I mean, this is what focus does. The focus in the right direction can do a lot of miracles. So guys, that was it for the budgeting. I hope it was helpful for you guys. If it was, then do give a thumbs up to this video. Do comment down below for any of your opinions. What do you think the best option for the budget? And also subscribe to my channel, because I will be covering a lot of videos related with your personal finances, debt, credit scores, bankings, your savings, how to make money, everything related with your finances and your personal life. So thanks a lot for tuning in, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Bye bye.